Hello, we are Steve and Kathy Ostfeld, and we want to bring greetings to New Life Evangelical Free Church today. We're sorry that we cannot be part of your mission conference. We're supported by you, both in prayer and also financially, and we want to thank you for your support for us. I work as the Northern Plains District Mission Mobilizer, and when we go to churches, we often like to tell them that they can be Great Commission Christians and also Great Commission churches. And we want churches and also Christians to be informed of what God's doing around the world so they can respond by praying, also by giving financially, or by going and serving short-term or long-term, both locally and globally. And we also want to encourage Christians as well to be witnesses for Christ in their own community and wherever God leads them. This last year, I had the privilege of taking 3 different teams to Lake Charles, Louisiana. 2 ladies from your church joined me this fall as we were serving several homes down there in Lake Charles. They've had several tornadoes and flooding, and I'm going to be leading a team there again this coming March. I just got a little gift from Lake Charles from the crisis response team, and it says sharing the love of Christ with those in need. So it's a little Reach Global reminder of what the need is and the opportunities to serve. So thank you again for your support.
And I'm Kathy. I joined Steve as well in mission mobilization, but my special area is with Global Fingerprints. As a site coordinator in one of the Asian countries, we promote child sponsorship and church planning. So we thank you for being a part of supporting us, which enables me to continue that work with our partners there. I also represent Bridges for Justice, which focuses on the vulnerable and the trafficked and providing income and opportunities for them. We thank you again for this opportunity to share with you and look forward to the time when we are again with you in person.
Thank you very much, and have a great conference.
Hi, New Life Evangelical Free. We are Mark and Ruth Marquez from the Channel to Brazil for Christ here in Fortaleza. Our website is www.thechannel.org. You can find us also on Facebook at the Channel to Brazil.
The Ministry of Channel to Brazil for Christ has been working in the community of Sapiranga, Fortaleza, Brazil. It's a community of poor people, about 15,000 people or more, where there is a lot of violence and crime. And our goal as a ministry is to take the gospel to each house, each home, and each family, and especially to the tools that we work in here at the ministry. But our main goal is to provide hope, opportunity, and faith in Jesus Christ. As a result, we have created some new leaders of Christians who has been involved in entrepreneurship, graduated from college, and even has become lawyers in the community. So we created a new leadership from the bottom up in the community of Fortaleza, Brazil.
Every day we offer 4 extra hours of education for the children that come here. We have 260 kids, and we offer Portuguese, maths, science, geography, social studies, and also computers, physical education, dance and theatre as well. And through these projects we see the kids' lives being transformed as we share with them the gospel and as they discover that they are loved and cherished. And we just want to say to you, thank you so much for your support.
Because we've been in this community for so many years, we have created the reputation, the credibility from the parents and the families. And right now, at the beginning of the year, we have a maximum inflow of kids that wants to register in the program, and we don't have enough spaces. But for the past years that we've been working here, we have been counting with your partnership, with your love, with your presence, support. For 20 years, your church, New Life Church, has invested heavily on this ministry, and we trust that we're going to carry on working in the future together to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ to each house and each family and each children. Thank you so much in your life, and God bless.
Happy New Year. My name is Dan Friesen. This is my wife, Lisa. We've been serving with World Team in Cameroon, Africa for the last 20 or so years. We started in Bible translation, and I've also now added some leadership responsibilities.
My primary responsibility is as the field director for Cameroon Field, and this has been an exciting year for that because we've added 6 new adults with 3 kids coming along with them. We've got 2 more adults coming this month, and we've had some interns and short-term people, so it's been an exciting year for our field with new people. It's also meant a lot of orientation and logistical challenges, especially with COVID, making us having to rearrange some plans.
So I serve as World Team's Africa Area Director. Right now the main responsibility for that is getting the field of Chad open. Currently we don't have anyone there, and so it's a little bit of that chicken and egg syndrome of trying to recruit people to a field where nobody's there and they'd like some people there. So we're continuing to explore how to get Chad up and running.
Some other things we're involved in is I'm teaching a class at Rainforest International School where Joshua attends. We're also mentoring some national missionaries who are bringing the gospel to new areas of Cameroon and just need somebody to help give them ideas. And we're in the process of being trained as Bible translation consultants.
So some of our highlights this last year is we had what we call Jungle Jam. We had some housing that had to be rearranged, people that had to move around to make room for new teammates, and so we all got together as a field to help assist our colleagues to welcome the newbies.
Another thing that was really exciting is we went to the National Missionary Bible Conference where we were able to do some teaching of language learning and culture learning and dealing with concerns of family and resiliency. And that was just a really good way to get to know more of the national missionaries who are going out into the field now.
For prayer requests, we spent our first 20-some years doing Bible translation with the Iroko people. There's a National Bible Translation Organization that is now working with the Iroko since they're in a conflict zone that we cannot easily travel into. So you can just pray for our continued involvement with different individuals that we know, as well as helping to advise that program.
And finally, right now, while you're having your missions emphasis, we're having our field conference. And it's kind of a great time where this will be the first time some of our new missionaries get to meet some of our older missionaries, and to try and find a time where we can have some spiritual refreshment, get to know each other better, encourage each other to continue to persevere in the work.
Greetings, New Life Church. We are Tim and Julie Nelson serving with Avant Ministries. We first served in Costa Rica for 13 years and Honduras for the past 15.
During that time, we've been involved with church planning, hosting work teams with Bible seminaries and leadership development. But everywhere we've been, we've had the privilege of mentoring Latin nationals to be missionaries.
Which brings us to our new endeavor of building a missionary bridge from Central America to Angola, Africa. Not just getting the missionaries ready to go, but to going with them to Angola.
Our first stop will be Portugal to learn Portuguese, the main language of Angola. Then, visa permitting, we'll head to Angola to prepare the way for Latins to join us. Right now, we have 4 Honduran couples praying about joining us in Angola.
Pray for us as we raise the additional funds needed for language school and increase travel and living expenses.
The Great Commission is for all believers, and we feel privileged to be able to help mobilize the church in Latin America to reach the ends of the earth. Thank you for your partnership.
Good morning. We are Arlen and Marcy Neese, the Awana missionaries for the Northland, which includes the states of North Dakota, parts of South Dakota, and parts of Minnesota, and for the time being, Louisiana. We've been missionaries since 1985 and have enjoyed getting churches started, and that's one of our main jobs, as we talk to them about child discipleship and ministering to children, and then help them get started and keep in touch with them. This year we have about 86 churches that are using Awana in our Northland area. This is down from a few years ago, but like your church, so many of them are spending more time in considering how they can disciple the young people as they work with fewer children, but getting into God's Word even deeper. The reason we're in Louisiana is because it's an open territory right now, and our role in the team of field leadership, the senior field leadership team, lets us take care of those churches and those areas that don't have a missionary. So for the next 5 weeks, we are here in Louisiana to talk to churches that don't have Awana, as well as visiting with those who do, and encouraging them and challenging them in the work that they are doing. So pray that we would find an Awana missionary for this area while we're here in these next weeks, and that we would have some amazing contacts as we challenge and encourage those who are serving the boys and girls in this area.
The funding for our ministry comes from gifts and individuals and churches like New Life. They have chosen to support us, and because of that, we count you as partners in our ministry. Thank you so very, very much. We have partners here in Louisiana that are funding this excursion here, but we also are excited about your connection with us as we serve in the Northland as well. Well, we thank you very, very much for your support of us and your ministry with the kids in Watertown. May God continue to bless you.
Hi, my name is Derek Stewart.
I'm Hannah. This is Isaac, Ada, and James. We live in Soldotna, Alaska. We serve with Missionary Aviation Repair Center. Our goal here is to impact remote Alaska with the hope of Jesus Christ through missionary aviation.
Alaska is an interesting place. There's over 200 villages, and 82% of those don't have any connecting roads, so there's no road access. And so aviation serves a major role in these places. And there's also 1/3 of the villages don't have a church or a pastor who's there full time. And so our role as a ministry is really to help serve those who are out in the bush. And so we fly for missionaries, pastors, churches, for Bible camps, and really seek to fly for these people as safely, economically, and conveniently as possible. And we also maintain aircraft. That's my primary role as a mechanic. So I help maintain our fleet, which is 8 aircraft. And we also maintain other missionary aircraft. Many missionaries have their own plane so that they can fly in and out of the villages themselves and fly to the road system. And but doing maintenance in the bush can be really challenging. There's just not enough parts and supplies, tools, and so often they bring their aircraft to us, and we help maintain those for them. We have the tools, the equipment, and the staffing to maintain their aircraft properly.
My role at MARC varies depending on what's needed the most at the time. I've been serving as a mentor for new staff families as they raise support to join us on staff here in Soldotna. And I also serve in the finance office lately. I've been there 2 or 3 days a week. The MARC wives clean the hangars. We often host events and organize them. There's many events that happen here at our facilities as well. And usually our kiddos will come along with us, so you can often find our kids in the office with me.
We're truly thankful and just blessed to be part of MARC, and we just pray that God would be glorified by the work of our hands here.
And we wanted to say a big thank you to our ministry partners who support our family and make it possible for us to be here. Thank you.